So hi there, we're going to look at how to upload a video to YouTube and then embed it into your own blog post. So you're in your YouTube channel and you want to go to the upload button, which takes you to this page here. And then obviously you're selecting the files from your computer. So I'm going to upload the 30 steps day 2. Now, it's then always a good idea to have a Word document where you can actually check your spelling and write your text. Personally, I prefer to write things out in Word first. So say that this was the text that you actually wanted to add to the description and the headline there, how to accelerate strategic business growth. Well, business growth and strategic business growth are part of the keywords that I'm actually bidding on. So it makes sense to use those in the headlines. And then you'll notice in the text, business building, business concepts. I've not thought about the keywords too much. I've tried to make the text make sense more than anything, but they are in there. Women in business, that's another keyword. 30-day business challenge. So just get your keywords into that description without necessarily sacrificing the content of what you're writing. And then you can go back to your upload page and you can start to paste in some of this text. So I'm going to change that title there, and I'm going to also tag it hashtag biz challenge and women in business and business growth. So that'll do for now. Category wise, you can choose a category. This perhaps one falls under education. It's a public video in this particular instance. You might want to change that to something else. And you've got your standard YouTube license. That'll do me here. And just wait for that to upload. Now, just for the sake of time, I'm going to jump to, I'm going to leave that page, probably cut that thing up, but just for the purpose of showing you, go to one of the ones that I've uploaded already. And here is the video. Now, underneath the video, you've got this like, add to, share. Now, if you click the share button, you're presented with this, which gives you the shorter link in terms of using it on Twitter. You can obviously use these social share buttons here to spread the word. What we're particularly after is this embed. Now, what that does is that actually gives you a little bit of code that you can copy and paste into the back end of your own blog so as to paste your movie into the page. Now, you can choose down here the various different sizes. And I want my width to be 500 pixels wide. So that's actually modified this code up here. Can you see that? So if I put 300 in there, that modifies that and keeps that relevant in proportion to itself. So 500 is what I want. I'm then going to pick up all of that code, copy and paste it, and then I'm going to move across to the back end of my website where actually in a Blue Peter style, here's one I did earlier. So this text here is the text directly taken from the description of this movie. So, whoops, you can see here is all the descriptive text. So I literally copied and pasted that straight into here. I have got this set up slightly, and one of the little tricks that I like to always include in an embedded video post, and this is something you might like to take from me, is a lead capture form. So you just never know who's going to land on this page. And I always put, if you could ask one question about this video, then what would that question be? And this actually encourages my target market to tell me what they would like to know more about, which obviously then allows me to answer their questions specifically, and also to assume that if they're asking the question, there's going to be other people asking it too. So with that in mind, I'm able to build better relationships. But back to embedding video. So here, in this gap here, is where I would really like to put my video. So from the visual side in WordPress, I'm going to move into the HTML side. Now, I know that this is about where it was because I've got my How to Accelerate Strategic Business Growth is the headline. Above that, I can see that this is where the table is starting. There's the step 1 that I had in the headline, and these are the return keys that I put in. So I'm just going to delete that one, and in its place, I'm going to paste that little bit of code that I picked up from YouTube. So now if I go back to the visual side, I can see that I've actually got my video embedded into the site. So let's update that and preview the changes. And of course, here's one I prepared earlier. So there is me looking not so attractive because the still frames actually captured me with my mouth open, but nevertheless the video embedded in the site. And just with that in mind, I'll just show you back in YouTube, you can actually decide to modify in your video manager exactly which freeze frame it captures. So if I go here and I edit this, then I've got the choice. Look, there's me smiling, there's me with my shoulders hunched up, there's me looking a bit more serious. Might go for that slightly more happy looking picture as being the freeze frame that will start at the beginning. Save me looking quite so like I'm about to keel over. Anyway, there you go. That is how to embed a video from YouTube straight into your blog post. And of course, if you've added the social share buttons down beneath, then you can tweet about it, like it, send it to your friends, share it on LinkedIn, click the Google Plus button. So I hope that was of use to you.